let's delve into the complex and evolving landscape of stimulus checks and their distribution. It has recently come to light that there have been significant shifts in the allocation of stimulus funds, particularly in relation to the much-discussed $1,400 stimulus checks. In the past 72 hours, several intriguing developments have taken place in this regard. I'm eager to share these updates and provide you with a comprehensive overview of the situation. As many of you are aware, my primary mission is to keep you well informed about the latest happenings concerning stimulus relief, Congress, economic matters, and Social Security. In this age of uncertainty, when questions often arise about the destination of relief funds and who's keeping a vigilant eye on them, you can count on me to be your source of reliable information. However, I must emphasize that there's a limit to how much I can share. Revealing too much could lead to my absence from this platform. Let's turn back the clock and revisit a moment from 4 months ago when I discussed the Committee for a Responsible Federal Budget's COVID Money Tracker. This tool was instrumental in tracking the flow of stimulus funds and offers a snapshot from June. At that time, Congress had earmarked roughly $6 trillion for stimulus packages, but only $5.7 trillion had been spent. Interestingly, just a week prior, the figure stood at $5.6 trillion, implying that $400 billion remained unutilized. Fast forward to the present, and we confront a rather puzzling scenario. The Committee for Responsible Federal Budget's COVID Money Tracker now presents us with a legislative action total of $6.2 trillion, with $5.8 trillion already expended. This implies that an additional $100 billion has been allocated. What makes this situation even more bewildering is the fact that this transformation occurred within the last 72 hours, a period when Congress finds itself in a state of paralysis, with no Speaker of the House to guide proceedings. So, what does this mean for us, the American people? Essentially, it means there's an unexpected windfall of $400 billion at our disposal. Initially, the prevailing belief was that there was only $200 billion left, but as it turns out, the available resources are twice that amount. Upon closer examination of the direct payments section, you'll notice that this $400 billion could facilitate another round of $1,400 stimulus checks for all eligible citizens. This revelation arrives at a time when President Joe Biden is requesting a substantial sum of $105 billion for various international causes, including Ukraine, Israel, Taiwan, and border security. This allocation has triggered widespread frustration, with many arguing that the existing unspent stimulus funds could be redirected to aid struggling Americans who are grappling with the ramifications of record-high inflation. It's important to emphasize that these funds aren't new. They've been sitting in accounts awaiting deployment. For instance, we could allocate $200 billion for another round of $700 stimulus checks or direct $100 billion to strengthen Social Security. The latter option could cover all 71 million recipients, providing each of them with a $1,400 stimulus check. It's crucial to understand that this reallocation doesn't contribute to inflation because it's not introducing fresh funds. It's merely reassigning existing resources. Critics are quick to point out that President Biden hasn't fulfilled several promises made to the American people. For example, during the Georgia Senate runoff elections, he pledged $2,000 stimulus checks, which were never delivered. This unfulfilled commitment has elicited disappointment from prominent figures, including Senator Bernie Sanders. Moreover, President Biden had also promised to increase Social Security checks by $200 per month, a proposal that closely aligned with Senator Bernie Sanders' Social Security Expansion Act. However, this promise remains unfulfilled, leaving many senior citizens and individuals with disabilities in a precarious financial situation. In light of these developments, there's been a growing clamor for $1,400 stimulus checks specifically targeted at Social Security recipients. The cost of this initiative is actually lower than the $105 billion that President Biden is seeking for foreign aid. It's imperative to address the pressing needs of Americans in the face of soaring inflation. The funding situation is undoubtedly perplexing, especially given that Congress is currently not in session. We eagerly await your thoughts and insights on this matter, so please share them in the comments below. We remain vigilant in monitoring these dynamic developments, and I'll continue to keep you informed with the latest updates. Thank you for joining me, and I look forward to catching you in the next video. Take care.